Hey everybody, today we are making a sweet and spicy barbecue sauce with an emphasis on the spicy. Homemade barbecue sauce is one of the awesome things for us to make because we can really customize it to our own heat and spice level preferences. This is one of my favorite ways to use a combination of sweet and spicy with barbecue sauce, but I want to show you how you can really make it your way. So, all right, let's make it. All right, let's make some sweet and spicy barbecue sauce, my friends. I have my cooking station, all my ingredients set up, and I have a good-sized pan heated to medium heat. So the first thing is add a little bit of olive oil, say about a tablespoon or so. Kind of swirl it around your pan a bit. And we're gonna start with, here I have a small white onion, and you can use a shallot for this. And I have, here I have one good-sized jalapeno that is diced up into the pan. And you can use hotter peppers at this point if you want to, but we're gonna really spice this up in some different ways with the seasonings when we get to that point. So go ahead and cook this down for about 5 minutes to soften up the veggies here, and then we'll continue. All right, while this is cooking down, one benefit to making your own barbecue sauces at home is so you can really customize it to the way that you love it. You can really add other ingredients and you can spice it up as much as you want to. There's actually a lot of great barbecue sauces on the market, and I like a lot of them, but you know, there's something more satisfying about making it at home yourself so you can get that spice level you prefer. When I actually started making my own barbecue sauces, I actually started with other sauces that I liked, and I would doctor them up a little bit, and I would add other ingredients and taste them and warm it up on the stove and taste and adjust. But now I really make everything pretty much from scratch, and I think if you give it a go, you'll start to love it as well. All right, got my peppers and onions are softened up nicely. So next we're gonna go ahead and add garlic. And here I have 3 cloves, good-sized cloves of garlic that have been finely minced into the pan. And you can use more garlic if you'd like. I mean, you could double or triple the garlic. I mean, it's garlic. So just add it to the pan and you're gonna stir it through for about 30 seconds or so until you can smell the gorgeous garlic blooming. You know, one of my favorite smells in the universe. So good. All right, now we're gonna add our liquids. And here I have a cup of tomato sauce. Get it added. And you can use ketchup at this point. A lot of people use ketchup to make their barbecue sauces. I prefer tomato sauce. It's really your choice. Let's turn the heat down a little bit. And I have a half a cup of apple cider vinegar. And here we have a 1/4 cup of bourbon. So I'm using a good bourbon that I like. You could also use tequila or rum. I've made it both ways, or all those ways. And different flavors, but delicious each way. So you might give that a try. For a non-alcoholic version, you can use apple juice, which is great, or just use more like a stock or a broth. And I have 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. Always excellent in barbecue sauces. So let's stir this through, get it nicely incorporated. All right, my friends, let's talk about the seasonings now. So here's where we're gonna spice it up. So here I have a tablespoon of cayenne, which has got a good level of heat to it. And I have a tablespoon here of smoked paprika. I love smoked paprika for this, but you can use other paprikas, like a hot paprika. Here's a teaspoon of ground mustard. And here's where we're gonna really like chili head it up and add lots of spice. So I'm gonna add, I have some ground chili powder, but I'm gonna talk about the chili powders first. This is a homemade blend. So I actually dehydrate. I grow a lot of peppers in my garden and I dehydrate them every year so that I can make my own powders. So like here I have Scotch bonnets. Here I have some devil's tongue peppers, really good level of heat. Here's some reapers if you wanna go insane, you know, go crazy. But also if you make sauces and hot sauces like I do and you strain them, you'll be left with some of the pulp. And you can dehydrate that pulp and it actually turns into an amazing seasoning blend. So if you're interested in learning how to do this, I have information on the website for this. I can leave a link to that. But also I'm the author of the Spicy Dehydrator Cookbook. And that's a great way to learn how to make your own blends and make things spicy for you. Here I'm using devil's tongue. I got about 3 or 4, maybe 4 or 5 devil's tongue peppers. Just gonna go ahead and mix that into the sauce here. Go until it's nicely incorporated. All right, now let's talk about the sweet factor of this sweet and spicy barbecue sauce. So here I have a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And you can use regular sugar, but brown sugar is so much more flavorful. I think you'll like that a lot better. And I also have honey. I have a couple tablespoons of honey, and you can use more or less. Really, this is like sweet to your personal taste. Maple syrup actually is another option for you. Some people like maple syrup for the sweetness and for the additional flavor. All right, let's go ahead and stir. Get everything nicely incorporated. And of course, don't forget salt and pepper to taste, my friends. Salt's always part of your seasoning to your personal tastes. Black pepper. You know I love my black pepper. And last but not least is hot sauce. You know, hot sauce pretty much for everything. You can go ahead and use your favorite blend and really to taste. So again, if you want to start going crazy, use some of the hottest hot sauces out there. This is a homemade medium heat blend that I made from peppers in my garden. I make a lot of hot sauces around here. I'm just gonna add a few tablespoon or so to taste, personal taste, always. All right, I got this nicely mixed up here. And we're gonna go ahead and keep your heat low, and we're gonna simmer it for at least 10 minutes. You can simmer longer if you want to, and if it starts to reduce too much, add a little bit more liquid to it, a little bit more vinegar, or a little bit of water or stock. And we're just gonna cook off that alcohol, and then it's going to let all the flavors develop wonderfully, and then we will continue. So while the sauce is simmering, I want you to know that this is a super customizable recipe. You guys can really change it up as much as you want to, really by varying the ratios. So if you're looking for more peppers, you can add more peppers in there. If you're looking for more vinegary flavor, you can add more vinegar, more tomato sauce, make it more saucy, especially the seasoning. So I'm using my preferred seasoning blends, but you can change that up. You can add your own if you have a special blend that you like, if you like something like Cajun seasonings, to kind of add that little oomph and personal flavor factor that you love. So make it your own, my friends. All right, my barbecue sauce is smelling amazing in here, my friends. It's been simmering for a while. Flavor's getting nicely developed. So you have a few options at this point. First option is you can go ahead and strain this sauce as is. Let it cool a bit, strain it, and then you can either take those solids and dehydrate them like I just showed you a bit ago into your own seasoning blend, or just throw them away. And then you've got yourself a nice thin barbecue sauce. Or we can make a thicker barbecue sauce and go ahead and blend it up. So we're gonna do that version for this recipe. So let me grab my food processor. All right, I got my food processor set up here, and let's transfer the sauce to the food processor. And you can see it's still like thick and chunky because I haven't processed it, haven't strained it yet. All right, get it in here. All right, set that aside here, and let's process this up. All right, look at that. Yep, it's still nice and thick. You can see how thick it is at this point. All right, at this stage, you have a nice thick barbecue sauce, and there's actually reasons why you might want to have a thicker barbecue sauce. It's great for slathering onto meats as they're grilling, sort of basting it, or even using it as like a serving, almost like a dipper. But at this stage, if you want a thinner sauce, you do have options. So you can go ahead and take this as it is and strain it through a strainer and pull out all that extra pulp, and you'll have a nice thin sauce. Or what I like to do actually at this point is I'm gonna add some more apple cider vinegar because I really like the little extra vinegary flavor with my barbecue sauces. And I'm gonna go ahead and process it here. Kind of incorporate it all through. All right, got it processed up. Oh yes, a little bit thinner. So let me transfer this over to a bowl and we'll take a look at it. All right, barbecue sauce into the bowl. And yep, you can see how thick this is actually. It's nice and thick consistency. Got a good thick barbecue sauce. And again, if you want a thinner sauce, go ahead and strain it at this point, or you can even add more liquid, a little bit more vinegar, even a little bit of water to thin it out is totally fine, and then strain it there, or serve it as is. Or for a thicker sauce, you can really don't add as much of the vinegar as I just did, so it's really to your personal consistency preference. So hey, let's talk about serving barbecue sauce. I mean, it's barbecue sauce, right? You can serve barbecue sauce with basically anything. I love anything off the grill. Hey, throw some chicken on the grill, some pork chops. But hey, how about some grilled shrimp, huh? Boom, that was easy. All right, so let's slather on some spicy sweet barbecue sauce here. Just got my little brush here, and yes, I love barbecue shrimp. Shrimp on the Barbie. You can, of course, slather it on the grill. Get that extra color, extra flavor. All right, yes. Let's give it a taste. Barbecue sauce, yes. Just right. Boom, sweet and spicy barbecue sauce, my friends. This is definitely one of my favorites. So, hey, I'd love to hear in the comments below what's your favorite style of barbecue sauce, and also what's your heat level preference. So I'm sure you're loving it spicy out there. So, hey, if you guys are looking for another barbecue sauce recipe to try, you gotta try my Carolina mustard barbecue sauce. It's really delicious. I think you'll love it. Or if you're looking for something to pair this with, you gotta check out my pork chop marinade. That's a great way to bring lots of flavor. Grill it up, toss it with the sauce, and you're good to go. So, all right, hope to see you in the kitchen next time. Mike from Chili Pepper Madness. Bye.